Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this week's video, we're going to be talking about the top 7 ways that a dad or a partner can be very helpful in breast and chest feeding and helping with lactation. So just because you may not have all the same equipment, that doesn't mean that you can't make a huge difference. In fact, it's been shown that the more supportive a partner that the lactating parent has, the more success with breastfeeding, chest feeding, and meeting the family's goals. My name is Kassi Reyes. I'm a registered nurse and a board-certified lactation consultant and also a co-founder of People's Lactation here in Washington, D.C. I am so happy that you found the channel and would love to have you join the community. So welcome, and I hope you find the video helpful. So in my early days of working with families, I always get asked by one partner or the other how the non-lactating parent can be helpful. Often it comes in the form of my partner wants to help give a bottle so that I can get some more sleep. How do we do that, and how do we make that work? So as we've talked about in other videos, early on, in the first 2 to 3 weeks at least, is when your body is really getting used to the stimulation from baby going directly to breast or chest, and that is in turn telling your brain how much milk to produce. So in these early weeks, that supply and demand is so important that we don't want to skip any of those feeds directly at the chest to give baby a bottle. There are so many other ways that a partner can be helpful other than just giving a bottle. So stay tuned to the end of the video so you can learn all the tips on how to be the most supportive partner you can be and how to help ease some of those early struggles during your lactation journey. If you are the parent who is going to be lactating, feel free to save this video and share it with your partner. So the number one way that you can be supportive is to ask them what they need. Where are they planning on sitting? How are they planning on positioning baby? Do they need some help getting set up? Do they need help with setting up the pillows? Maybe a little wrist support with a rolled up baby blanket. The second way that you can be helpful is once they're all settled in and feeding has started, surely we're going to realize that we have a cold cup of coffee. So maybe you can go ahead, grab that cup of coffee, pop it in the microwave, even if it's for the 3rd time today. Nothing beats a warm cup of coffee after those long nights. When they're getting set up and ready for a feed, ask them what they need near them. So whether that's water, cell phone, a book, you name it, chocolate. There's so many things that you could help have ready and right there and accessible when hands are occupied and getting up is almost impossible. Little shoulder massage never hurt. If we are at a point where baby is needing to have some supplementation, yes, partners can be extremely helpful in giving that bottle and giving the lactating parent a break when supplementation is happening. So that is in fact a great way to be supportive if it has been determined that for medically indicated reasons that baby does need some early supplementation, or if it's later on down the road in your lactation journey and you're starting to do and introduce some bottle feeding. Wash pump parts. So at some point in the lactating journey, usually pumping is occurring. That might not be right away. You can check out some of our other videos on pumping to figure out when it's right to introduce pumping. But washing pump parts is a huge way to be supportive. Just like some families have agreements that if you cook, the other one washes the dishes. If one parent's making food for baby, the other one can clean up after. Early on, if you really want to be helpful with those nighttime feeds, the best thing to do is have the partner be the one that gets up with baby, change the diaper if needed, get them unswaddled, unwrapped so that they can be skin to skin, and bring them to the other parent. That way, the person who is doing the feeding only has to do the feeding and can go right back to sleep, and the partner can change the diaper if it needs to be changed, do the burping, re-swaddle baby, and get baby back down to sleep. This helps shorten the whole process and allows the feeding parent to get more rest. And this is also easier and more time efficient than having to pump in the middle of the night, because either way, if you're skipping a feed of baby going directly to breast or chest, you're still gonna need to pump to empty. So you might as well do it with baby, and there's just less cleaning to do. When it comes time to go back to work, this is a really, really important time for the partner to be supportive. So going back to work can be really emotional. When you're pumping at work and you're separated from baby, it can feel really, really emotional to be stuck in a pumping room, or hopefully not a bathroom, but a small area, your office at work, pumping while someone else is either at home or at daycare feeding your baby. That parent may be extra sensitive and emotional during this time, so it's really important for the partner to be extra supportive and understanding and really ask them what they need to get them through this transition. And last but not least, have their back. So that could mean when family is questioning the decision to continue with exclusive breast or chest feeding, asking why we're not introducing formula when that is not your goal, when others maybe question whether or not that parent should be having a drink of coffee or a glass of wine. Just be the supportive partner that has their back. All right, so in summary, there are so many ways other than offering a bottle that a partner can be supportive in this lactation journey and help take some of the pressure and stress off of the lactating parent. So I hope you found this helpful. If you're new to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe down below and give the video a like. If you hit the bell, you're going to be notified each week when I post a new video, and that way you can be sure you don't miss any of this information that I'm sharing with you. I do post a new video every week and would love to have you join the community. Just as a heads up and to offer you all a little bit more support, I have started a Facebook group. It's called Lactation for the People. So go ahead and look that up, and we would love to have you in the group. It's a group where we want to have a very supportive community of parents supporting parents during their lactation journey. So I would love to have you join. I'm going to put a link for that down below. Also down below, you are going to find a link for our survival guide for the first 1 to 5 days of lactation. Did you find any of these tips helpful? Or what were some of the ways that your partner was most helpful during your lactation journey? Comment down below so we can teach our partners how to be the most supportive partners that they can be and help us reach our lactation goals.